Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Skyrim. We're just here for a very quick mod talk. I've made some changes in my load order that I think I'm going to have some pretty massive changes in how I play the game. If you've played Skyrim for any amount of time, really, you probably know that enemies are scaled to your level. You start off and bandits are all using basic iron swords and longbows, while Draugr all use ancient Nordic items. And then as you start to level up, you start to see bandits wielding Dwarven and Orcish and Glass and everything in between. Draugr decide that it's time to ditch the ancient Nord and dig out the ebony. It's all done to make sure that the world can maintain its challenge for higher level characters, so that you don't just waltz into a dungeon and one-shot all the plebeian bandits still wielding junk tier iron and steel. But what it gains in constant difficulty, it loses in immersion. After all, I am the frickin' Dragonborn, Slayer of Dragons, Savior of Men, the mortal with the blood of dragons flowing in my veins. And some punk bandit is going to be a challenge for me? To that end, I've chosen to install a mod called Morrowloot Ultimate. The goal of this mod is to make gaining equipment more like Morrowind's experience. If you haven't played Morrowind, or if you haven't watched my Let's Play, in which case, why are you watching this? Go watch it, it's pretty great. You'll know that the early game in Morrowind is absolute hell. If you walk into a ruin, you're going to get absolutely raffle-stomped by enemies that are many levels higher than you, with gear that does double to quintuple what your damage does. At the same time, since everything is hand-placed, if you know where to go, you can find loot that's much better than what you would normally have. I know, you're saying, if the point of this is to challenge and to feel like a badass when you grow up, why install a mod that makes it so that bandits can really easily kill you in the early game? To which I would say, to which I would say, good question, viewers. And how astute of you to ask before you knew this video existed. It comes down to two things: immersion and progression. See, I kind of wince whenever I see an enemy that's wielding what's supposed to be a rare item. When I see this bandit chief wielding a glass sword, or, these Draugr wielding ebony. I mean, even in the base game, there's stuff that you just don't see, like Dragonbone and Daedric, but stuff like glass and ebony was still top tier in previous games as well. So this will hopefully allow me to keep my immersion slightly better. The second reason for installing this mod is all about that feeling of growth. In the base game, when you level up, or if you level up the wrong thing, it feels almost like you're worse off when you started. You go to town, you make a few potions, you smith a few rings, and then everything levels up with you. And suddenly everything is kicking your face in. You lose that feeling of growth because every time you grow, the world grows with you until you're just a bit better than when you started. So, immersion, progression. I think it's worth a bit of mod shuffling that I've had to do to get it working. Even now, there are a few things I need to find patches for, like Cloaks of Skyrim. And I've added a few mods, which you can find in the description. Morrowloot is the big standout here, and probably the one with the largest impact. If you've lasted this long in my rambling, congratulations. I'll be seeing you in Skyrim. It's gonna be great.